So there's a major problem in the Pokemon card collecting community right now. And if you're in this community, you probably have already encountered it. Right now, there is a huge scalping problem with Pokemon cards. There's a lot of resellers now, people that are basically in this hobby for they're in it, right? But they're in it specifically for the money. They're not in it because they're necessarily fans of Pokemon or cards in general. They're just in it because right now reselling Pokemon cards is an insanely profitable thing if you can get your hands on Pokemon cards at retail prices. Most of these people that are responsible for these increased in prices with, like the market price of cards, sealed product and stuff like that, it's because they're clearing out retail stores in crazy numbers and basically jacking up the price of everything on places like eBay, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, etc. We're gonna watch this quick short. This is a little bit older, but this is basically an example of what these scalpers are doing in places. For example, this is Target. Basically, retail stores like this, they're basically coming in and just clearing out inventory. Yeah, like he says, he's like, this dude's taking 20 of them, and then the guy responds saying, there's no limits, man. And then if we look at his cart, it's literally filled to the top with what I'm assuming is Prismatic Evolution ETBs. That's really the set that so many people right now are clearing out these stores for and reselling it for insane markups. We can see like they're basically, this looks like it was freshly stocked just a few seconds ago, and now these guys are basically clearing out the entire inventory and just grabbing anything they can and just dumping it into their carts. All these poster collections, for example, look, they're literally stocking this as these guys are taking all of the inventory. This is literally the employees like taking these stock from these boxes and putting it down, and as soon as they're doing it, these scalpers are just grabbing them and taking them. And again, it's because like they're saying there's no limit, so they can basically clear out the entire section. And while normal fans, normal collectors in this community like this guy that's calling him out, they can't even get their hands on any because they're basically just clearing it out. And this is just one example, of course, but this has been happening for weeks and weeks, if not months now. And it's really been a problem with this new set, Prismatic Evolutions, to the point where now this has basically affected every set now. Now, when you walk into a Target, a Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, whatever it is, you basically can't find Pokemon cards. Here's a quick picture that I took actually this morning. I went to my local Walmart at like 10 a.m. or something like that, just to check if they had any. This is not the first time that I've checked in the last week. Honestly, I've been going to places like Target, GameStop, Best Buy, even Sam's Club, and I've gone to numerous stores and I have not been able to find a single booster pack. Pretty much everywhere I go that has Pokemon cards, it looks like this. Everything is just completely empty. There isn't a single thing left. I mean, except someone decided to leave. As you guys could see, someone left the those little sleeves there, the Charizard sleeves or whatever. That was nice of them. But for the most part, there's pretty much nothing left nowadays. Everything is being bought up and everything is being resold. Here's just another example. This is with the like Pokemon 151 mini tins, I believe. I think this is at Costco. And as you guys can see, it's just like people going crazy to grab any of them. They're just grabbing boxes and boxes. This guy's getting hit in the face with boxes, doesn't care. He's grabbing more. He's putting them into his cart and stuff. But this just goes to show how crazy they're. Like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and play it with some volume so you guys can hear it. They're literally yelling and screaming at each other because they're all trying to get a box here, a box there, just so that they can resell it.
Oh my god.
They're knocking down these like $1,000 TVs.
Oh my god.
Just to get to the Pokemon cards.
Híjole. Oh my god, Bill!
Wow. It's crazy. This is basically the state of Pokemon card collecting. Now, I think there's a ton of reasons why this is happening right now. I mean, this isn't anything new, to be completely honest. Like scalping, resellers, this isn't anything new necessarily. But I think recently, at least, there has been just so much hype, so much FOMO, and just how crazy like these cards can be worth. And I think because of that, that's why we're seeing these situations now where people who, in my personal opinion, don't look like they have anything really to do with the hobby. They're getting all of this product just so that they can resell. Like we mentioned earlier, with Prismatic Evolutions, this is one of the newest sets, at least in English, and it is being resold like crazy. So after these scalpers, end up clearing out sections of these stores, like you guys saw, the Target one, the Costco one, and stuff like that, they basically come to places like eBay, for example, and then they go and they sell these products for insane markups. Here, for example, this guy bought 9 of them. I'm surprised because I haven't even been able to get one of them, and I've been checking like crazy. This guy was able to get 9, and he's selling it for a total of $1,080, which if you do the math, 9 of them, that comes out to like $120 each. This is like a $60 product. This is like $60 retail. So he's basically selling it for double the value. And what's crazy is people are buying these. The whole reason why, and this is something that I think not enough people talk about when it comes to this problem, the scalping problem in Pokemon. Yes, the scalpers are 100%, a parasite essentially on this community. But the other part that people don't talk about is the people that are actually buying this stuff. There wouldn't be a market for $150, $120 ETBs that cost $60 if it wasn't for people actually buying them. Here's someone kind of local to me actually on OfferUp actually selling the binder collections. And as you can see, this Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions binder collection, I have 18 available, $70 per, no trades, pick a lot, whatever. These things literally cost $30 brand new retail. This is the price of the binder collection. It's $30, and he's selling them for a $40 profit. He's making more than double his money off of these. He has 18 of them, which means he 100% cleared out a Target or a Walmart or whatever, or maybe multiple ones. And this is basically what people do. They clear them out and then they sell them for insane amounts of money. And it's not just happening to the Prismatic Evolution set. It's happening to older sets as well. I mean, if we look at Pokemon 151, for example, this is like a $55 ETB, right? Retail. It is currently at $190 for the market price on TCG Player. And this isn't, again, it's not just this set either. It's pretty much every set is starting to climb up in price. Cards themselves are starting to climb up in price because there's such scarcity when it comes to actual like retail prices for these products. And again, it all goes back to this. It all goes back to these scalpers, these people that more likely than not have nothing to really do with the hobby other than wanting to make money. They probably couldn't, like guns at their head, they probably couldn't name a Pokemon to save their life other than like Pikachu or something. And look, they literally push each other, they fight over it and stuff. This dude's like 80 years old. There's no way that this guy is into Pokemon. I'm sorry, but like there's no way, but he's taking these entire boxes of Pokemon 151 so that he can resell them for crazy profit. Those boxes themselves, for example, I think those were what, Blooming Waters? Those boxes themselves are going for $137 right now. And how many did this guy get in that container? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So it just goes to show how much money is in reselling Pokemon product right now, especially when you're in an environment like this right now where it's almost impossible to just walk into a store and then just find them there. It's an absolutely crazy thing that's happening right now with the Pokemon card community. Things have just gotten completely out of control. It's gotten violent. It's gotten crazy just trying to find even just, loose booster packs basically in stores. Most places are completely sold out. Most places don't know when they're going to be getting more product and stuff, and prices are just completely out of this world. And it just sucks because if you're just getting into the hobby right now, or if you're just trying to keep up with all these new sets that come out and stuff, it's literally just getting more and more difficult and more expensive. To go back to the point that I made earlier, this all wouldn't really exist though if there weren't people actually buying them. If we look at sold listings, there are people paying this money for them. $115 plus $9 shipping, $109, $120, $118, $120. There are people buying these $60 ETBs for insane amounts of money just because of things like FOMO, things like just wanting to, be a part of it and not wanting to miss out and stuff. And this is part of the problem. I know people love to hate on just the scalpers and just the resellers and stuff like that, but people who are actually funding them are just as equally as bad in my opinion. The Pokemon Company has officially addressed this. As we can see here with the Prismatic Evolution set, it says we're aware that some fans may experience difficulties purchasing certain Pokemon trading card games like Prismatic Evolution products at launch due to the high demand. We understand the inconvenience can be disappointing for fans. We're actively working to print more of the impacted TCG products as quickly as possible and at maximum capacity to acknowledge this. So they're basically saying that they're aware of the problem. They're aware of the, the reselling, scalping, things like that, and that they're hoping to basically just release more and more products so that it can kind of, counter the current issue that we're facing right now. So we'll have to see if this does actually fix the problem or just mend it a little bit. But the reality of it is that there's some really, really popular sets coming out after Prismatic Evolutions. We have Journey Together, of course, coming out very soon. We have that Team Rocket set that just got like officially revealed or whatever. There's some really, really insane sets coming out soon. And I don't think that, the whole Prismatic Evolution situation is just going to be the end of it. I think things are just going to continue to get worse, if anything. Hopefully the Pokemon Company can get this under control and just release enough like sealed product that basically just, there's just enough for everyone, even with scalping, even with resellers and stuff. There's just enough for everyone. But who knows? I don't know. Personally, after, experiencing this whole thing, not being able to buy the last like 2 sets for retail price and stuff like that, I just don't have much hope. But we're going to have to wait and see exactly what ends up happening. I do have a follow-up video, though, kind of a situation that might actually be a little bit of a solution to this, specifically centering around Japanese cards. Definitely subscribe if you haven't so that you can check out that video coming out very, very soon. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And with all that being said, though, guys, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.